Welcome to this terrorism part 5 lecture. In this lecture we will take Pakistan, which is acting as a source of major terrorism in India, which will be either from the porous window of Nepal or it is from the Bangladesh side. And in all these things the ISI, the intelligence agency of the Pakistan, is helping. So what are the reasons behind it, why it is helping, and what are the back end of this Pakistan funded terrorism in India? Moving ahead with this lecture, we will see Pakistan is always against the India, which is the main state sponsor of the terrorism against India and sponsor lots of terror groups to destabilize India. Either it will be through the pumping fake currencies or by supplying other terrorist group in India. And further, the Pakistan had changed its policy of terrorism in India from point of time, from different points of time. Like earlier it was like that they started to violate the ceasefire in the Jammu and Kashmir region. Then after they started to start bombing in the metro cities and all, like in the Hyderabad bomb blast and Delhi bomb blast. So it was like that. After that, when India started to give proof regarding those bomb attacks from the Pakistan regions, so international pressure started to come on the Pakistan side, so which leads to Pakistan move attacking on the civilians. They started to attack on the military groups, which led to the like Pulwama attacks and all. And attacking on the military side creates less sympathy throughout the world, and thus now the Pakistan started to attack military operations rather than attacking the civilians. So over a period of time, so these strategies are keep changing. So if we divide two different sects of this Pakistan sponsored terrorism in India, so it will be like your outfits with regards to the Jammu and Kashmir and the outfits with regard to the Khalistan movement witnessed in the Punjab. So I will take a separate lecture for this Khalistan movement, which was also one of the major terrorist action within the India, which was funded by, which was helped by, which was backed by the ISI of the Pakistan. Okay, so right now just take this, the two different sects that was sponsored by the terrorism from the Pakistan was divided into two sects. What was from the one from the outfits with regard to the Jammu and Kashmir, and another was from the Khalistan movement of which was witnessed in the Punjab side. Okay, now so the terror outfits by the Pakistan. What are the terror outfits developed by the Pakistan? Basically it has been developed from the in the soil of the Afghanistan, which was because the border of the Pakistan and the Afghanistan collides together, matches together. So the Pakistan has set up number of terror outfits such as Hizbul Mujahideen. Remember the names, these names frequently these are in the news. So maybe the news comes like which terror outfits are in the favor of Pakistan, which terror outfits are the against the Pakistan. So there are some terror outfits which are against the Pakistan also, and we have seen some terror attacks on the schools in the past few years on the by the some terror groups within the Pakistan. So we will see those groups also in this lecture. So the Pakistan has set up number of terror outfits such as Hizbul Mujahideen, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Al-Badad, Harkatul Mujahideen. So all these outfits, like these outfits that have just taken the name that has been seen here, that Hizbul Mujahideen, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Al-Badad and Harkatul Mujahideen, all these outfits objective is to liberate Kashmir from India. Okay, their main objective is to liberate Kashmir from India. And these groups sometimes acted as a political outfits also, like because of the politicizing, and further religious drops have been present, religious points have been present in those groups also, which creates the attraction of the hiring of the people, hiring of those terror funding peoples or the terrorists that will act as a sleeper cells or the terror person, because of that giving a greediness because of the symbols of religions and all. Okay, so they have received complete support by the ISI, mainly targeting the Indian government and the Indian security forces. Right now the attacks on the security forces have been increased in the last few decades, like before around in the 2010 2005, in those decades it was like that attacks were mainly taken on the civilians, but now from post 2014 or 2012-11, the attacks on the Indian security forces have been increased because it creates less sympathy throughout the world, and ultimately this creates some problems in pressurizing the Pakistan region. So all these outfits which are focused on the Jammu and Kashmir are well connected with what? With Taliban and Al Qaeda. These all outfits are well connected with the Taliban and the Al Qaeda, which are operating in Afghanistan. Okay, so the terror outfits set up by the Pakistan is these one: Hizbul Mujahideen, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Al-Badad and Harkatul Mujahideen. And then these all outfits that which are focused on Jammu and Kashmir are connected with the Taliban and the Al Qaeda regions, which are operating in the Afghanistan from the soil of the Afghanistan, and these are getting funded by the ISI of the Pakistan. Okay, and earlier they were backed by USA also, because USA, like after the during the 9/11 attack also, and during the liberation of the from the Russia landed on the Afghanistan soil, which led to the formation of Taliban. At that time also USA was helping Pakistan in the formation of, in the attacking in the, and as a attacking base or the back end of USA. So the connection of these groups, Taliban and Al Qaeda, make more dangerous and encouraged by the ISI. So ISI had a major role in supporting Taliban and Al Qaeda in the Afghanistan, and it has exploited the situation in Afghanistan to support anti-India movements which are focused on the Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so these two major outfits, these two Afghanistan outfits, that Taliban and the Al Qaeda that is present in Afghanistan, had exploited all those situations, all those things by the funding by the ISI, or even the weapons which were funded by the USA earlier. So these all things were mixed together. Trainings given by the USA to the Taliban were utilized and were exploited, which was used against the India. Okay, so with regards to the Khalistan movement, which are witnessed in 1980s in the state of Punjab, the ISI played a direct role in the supporting the number of Khalistan terror outfits. What is the Khalistan movement? We will just see in the next lecture session. So right now just take that Khalistan terror outfit, Khalistan movement was taken place, where Sikhs were involved, and lots of issues like Indira Gandhi government were in the conflict also during this Khalistan movement. So this includes that Babar Khalsa International groups and the Khalistan Commando Force and the Khalistan Liberation Force. So the ISI played that direct role in the supporting the number of Khalistan terror outfits. So these were the Khalistan terror outfits that includes, like these are the major Khalistan terror outfits which were in the front of those movements. These were the Babar Khalsa International, Khalistan Commando Force and the Khalistan Liberation Force. They wanted to liberate Punjab from the India. Okay. So what was the Taliban faction? What were the Taliban factions? Two Taliban factions have been reported. One were from the Afghanistan side, one were from the Pakistan side. So apart from all the above mentioned terror groups in the previous slide, two more groups are there which is a threat to the Pakistan itself, which are responsible for the attacks in the Pakistan. Okay, so Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP) and the Baloch groups, these two terror groups are responsible for the threat in the Pakistan itself. TTP is also referred as the Pakistani faction of Taliban, and it in Taliban, that just have said that there's two factions, that is one the Pakistan from the Afghanistan also. So what are these two factions? We will see. So the one Pakistani faction, TTP, so it consistently target the government and the armed forces of Pakistan. They always used to target the Pakistan government and the armed forces, not the civilians. But it has been observed that they attacked on the Peshawar school attack, which proved them wrong, that they are attacking the civilians too. So the most notorious attack that was carried by this Pakistani faction TTP was in 2004. That was Peshawar school attack, where school children were brutally killed. Pakistan government held this attack. About this attack, Pakistan government held India and Afghanistan responsible for sponsoring TTP, which is absolutely wrong. India does not involve in such sponsoring or attacking on the civilians of any country. Never mention these things in your exam. Okay, so the Pakistan had even accused India for sponsoring various Baloch groups which are fighting for the liberation in Balochistan region of Pakistan. So it blames intelligence agencies of the India and Afghanistan, that is RAW, Research and Analysis Wing, and NDS for sponsoring both TTP and Baloch groups. Okay. So despite these serious allegations, Pakistan failed to prove the solid evidence that connect India and Afghanistan with this terror outfit such as TTP and Baloch groups. Earlier, whatever the attacks happened in India every time able to prove with evidence to the international court in the different countries that those attacks were carried out by the Pakistan. But Pakistan every time proved to be wrong, that these TTP groups are being sponsored by the India, and that's why this make Pakistan to change its strategy to attack in India every time. Okay, so the first faction was the Pakistan faction TTP, and the another faction was your Afghanistan faction. Okay, so what is this Afghanistan faction? So Afghan Taliban enjoys complete support of ISI because they are getting weapons, exports, money, fake currencies exports, and all trainings. These all were helped by the ISI of the Pakistan. So it is more of a, that Afghanistan faction is more than a political organization which has taken up as a religious fundamentalism. In the starting only I mentioned that it is more of a political organization, that they want liberation of the Kashmir and all. They have been backing it with the religious fundamentalism. So the Afghanistan Taliban has taken up an extreme interpretation of the Sunni Islam, which is known as the Wahhabism and the Salafism. Its objective is to implement a very strict Sharia law in the Afghanistan. So the border areas of the Afghanistan and the Pakistan is ethnic tribal society. So these groups are formed by coming together of them, like the ethnic tribal societies are there. So they call those people, they call those children from those tribal groups, and they start to train them. Okay, so a number of warlords are present in this region who control opium cultivation. Afghanistan, this triangular regions is also considered to be a drugs and other illegal trades doing through those regions, that opium cultivations, and also these resources are also present in the Afghanistan region. So they formed a coalition which is known as Taliban, which is sponsoring that your opium cultivation, fake currencies pumping into India from various regions, like through your Nepal regions, from Bangladesh and all. So this outfit is considered to be the political extremism, which because it has even formed a government of Afghanistan between 1996 to 2001 by the support of the ISI, this Taliban outfit. And after that, when that 9/11 attacks happened in the USA, where the World Trade Center was destroyed. After that, USA government came to Afghanistan. They ruled out this Taliban government and installed this civilian government in the Afghanistan. And after that, too many wars and these things were going on. After 2 decades, it was like that peace treaty have been taken place, and now this peace treaty is called as a Taliban peace deal. Okay, so you have to understand what is the power of that. It is not calling as a Afghanistan peace deal, it is being called as a Taliban peace deal. Okay, so this is a kind of sarcasm. So during this period, Taliban government had very hostile relations with India. During Talibani rule, Indian diplomats were thrown out of the country and Indian embassy was closed. They were completely against the Indian government. During 1999, they hijacked the Indian aircraft IC-814, which was landed in Kandahar, Afghanistan. First, it was hijacked from Nepal, then landed in the Indian soils. Then after they landed to the Arab sides and all, and after that they landed the plane in the Afghanistan region. So there were too much security flaws within the India itself. After that, securities have been increased, the drawbacks have been cleared out. And what is the drawbacks have been cleared, we will see all those things in the different lecture session. So I'm just giving like how this Taliban was involved in the IC-814 hijacking in the 1999 too. And further, they attacked 9/11 in the America. So during that time also, India was raising its voice, but it was not being listened. But when 9/11 attack happened in the America, after that the Pakistan acts have been taken very seriously. So the Taliban fighters had surrounded the aircraft in order to prevent any possible military raid which could have been carried out by the Indian government when the IC-814 was hijacked and landed in the Afghanistan. Further, Lashkar-e-Taiba and the Jaish-e-Mohammed came closer to the Taliban through ISI and set up anti-India mission. Lashkar-e-Taiba and the Jaish-e-Mohammed, they came closer to the Taliban. As I've said in the starting only, these were the groups from the Pakistan outfits, and further the Afghanistan outfits will be your Taliban and the Al-Qaeda. So these Lashkar-e-Taiba and the Jaish-e-Mohammed, they came closer to the Taliban through the ISI and the setup of the anti-India missions, because they both have an anti-India missions. They started like only their aim was to liberation of the Kashmir. So the Taliban government has overthrown after the 9/11 attack, because of the USA made Taliban responsible for the sheltering the Al-Qaeda. It was an attack taken by the Al-Qaeda on the American soil. So which had carried out the 9/11 attack, since the Taliban government refused to cooperate with the US. At the time they refused to cooperate with the US, and they refused to give back the Osama bin Laden. So America started to hunt down the Al-Qaeda, and the US declared the war on the Afghanistan. So US invaded Afghanistan, and international coalition force under the operation that was taken by the USA was named as the Operation Enduring Freedom, and that clearance was taken from the UN also regarding this invasion. So this invasion of the Afghanistan was approved by whom? Approved by the United Nations, and United Nations is already that leaned to by the America side, because it is considered to be at the hard power, it's a superpower. So, and US-led coalition, they managed to throw out the Taliban from the power and installed a civilian government. But that civilian government was also proved to be weak. And later in this 2020, we are seeing lots of peace deal is going on, and we will see that whether this peace deal will be successful or not. Earlier India was not included in that peace deal, but now later India was asked to join that peace deal. But now The US election is also going on. We will see what will happen and whether this peace deal will be successful or not. So essentially Taliban, which has been removed from the power, is a threat to the Afghanistan civilian government in Kabul, and it is a threat to the Indian interests too. So where Western countries and forces which are present in the Afghanistan. So now America is eagerly looking. This thing is written for the earlier one. Right now they have been, most of the American forces have been exit from the Afghanistan, and the peace deal have been taken place. So the Taliban is expected to return in power from this peace deal, and because the peace deal was not called as Afghanistan peace deal or Afghan peace deal, it was called as the Taliban peace deal. So the Indian government has not engaged in the peace deal with the Taliban, and this topic is in current affair, but it was called off for this peace deal, and India now welcomed this peace deal also. India has helped in lots of scenarios with Afghanistan. India has provided them a democracy by building a parliament in the Afghanistan. So it was like that. India is always in the support of the civilians for the Afghanistan, but it was against those Taliban factions, because the attacks are taken by those groups for this plane hijack, IC-814 hijack, and others, all those terrorist outfits, and the pumping of this fake currencies and the smuggling from those regions, and it is being funded by the ISI of the Pakistan. So this is all from this lecture. I hope you have liked this video. Please like and subscribe. Your subscription is a form of payment for me. If you have any doubt, or if you want any feedback, or if you want any on-demand video lecture, the link is given in the description. Ping me on the Twitter handle. I will be very happy to assist you. Thank you.